Not every crime leaves fingerprints. Some are born in code. Welcome to truecrime.exe, where fiction feels far too real.
At 7:12 p.m., dashcam footage showed her car pulling over on a deserted road, and then nothing. Minutes later, the engine was still running. The driver's door was open, but 29-year-old Sarah Miller was gone. Willow Creek Road is a narrow, winding stretch of asphalt cutting through the dense pine forests of northern Oregon. It's quiet, scenic, and at night, completely deserted. Sarah Miller was a local nurse, living alone in a small cabin outside the town of Redwood Falls. Friends described her as responsible, punctual, and someone who never ignored calls or texts. On the evening of March 4th, 2019, she left the hospital after a late shift, planning to stop by her sister's house. She never arrived. The last confirmed sighting of Sarah comes from a police dashcam, but not for the reason you might think. At 7:12 p.m., a state trooper was driving the opposite direction on Willow Creek Road when his camera recorded a silver Honda Civic pulled over to the side, headlights on, the driver's door slightly ajar. In the brief seconds the car was visible, no one appeared to be inside. 15 minutes later, another driver called 911 to report the same car. When officers arrived, they found Sarah's phone in the cup holder, her purse on the passenger seat, and the engine still running. The immediate area was searched by flashlight and thermal imaging drones. There was no sign of Sarah, no footprints in the dirt shoulder, no tire tracks other than her own. Friends and family were interviewed. No history of depression, no indication she intended to disappear. But one detail caught investigators' attention. Sarah had mentioned to a co-worker that she didn't like driving Willow Creek Road at night. She said she'd seen a man standing by the tree line a few weeks earlier. When the co-worker asked who he was, Sarah replied, "I don't think he was waiting for a car. I think he was waiting for me." 2 days into the investigation, a man named Paul Jensen came forward. He lived in a small cabin about a mile from where Sarah's car was found. That night, around 7:15 p.m., he heard what he described as a woman's voice, sharp, like she was startled, followed by 2 loud snaps, like branches breaking. When he looked outside, he saw nothing. A break came when police checked security footage from a gas station 10 miles north. At 7:34 p.m., just 20 minutes after Sarah's last sighting, a dark pickup truck passed by. In the passenger seat, barely visible, was what looked like a woman with her head turned away from the camera. The plate was unreadable due to glare. The truck has never been identified. Some believe Sarah was abducted by someone familiar with her route, possibly the man she saw weeks before. Others think she might have pulled over to help someone, only to be overpowered. A smaller, more chilling theory emerged when search teams found a scrap of red flannel deep in the woods, tied to a tree branch. Sarah's sister confirmed she didn't own anything like it. Hunters in the area claimed it was a sign, a marker some use to indicate a location in remote forests. Despite weeks of searching, no other trace of Sarah was found. The car was processed for fingerprints and DNA, but nothing useful came back. The dashcam remains the last confirmed evidence of her alive. In 2021, the case was officially labeled cold. To this day, when locals drive Willow Creek Road after sunset, they sometimes slow near mile marker 17, the spot where Sarah's Honda was found idling in the dark. Some swear they've seen a figure standing by the trees. Others say they've seen headlights in their rearview mirror that vanish when they turn to look. But Sarah Miller, she never came home.
Case closed. Archived in the synthetic vault. If you dare to return, the next file awaits. truecrime.exe. The line between fiction and fear.